But then when she says the field, this might take on a little bit darker tone than what I expected.
Back in the 70s, her decapitated body was found in the area.
Hi, we're here with Matt and Russell investigating an undisclosed warehouse in Hamilton where, according to Matt, there has been activity. We haven't shared a whole lot of that activity just because I want to go from blank. And Matt and Russell are going to be along for the ride to do some ghost hunting with us. He's a seasoned investigator and Russell's a chip off the old block.
I'm not gonna guide you. You go to where you want to go.
Okay. I'll probably do a walk around. I kind of want to get in the dark pretty quick.
You want to try your light? See if you can see anything better?
Have me be. Yeah, there you go. Russell's got our back. Sometimes spaces will give you the funhouse effect, the feeling that anything could be behind some of these boxes.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, it's a bit like the bakery. It feels a bit like a child's playing hide and seek with us. Stop moving. Do you hear that?
I hear the air conditioner keeping our server room.
I hear that, and then I hear a metallic clicking. But then something sounds like the swish of clothing. I think that's a machine, right? I've heard like the littlest footsteps, like a little kid.
No, you were standing still.
Yeah, smaller than you, Russell. I'm like wanting to be in this back corner. What would a kid be doing in here? Where is everybody? Okay. Is there a field back there? I keep hearing the term, the field. Like in the field. And it sounds like a child's voice.
Mark, 14 minutes, 30 seconds in. Don't know if it was your shadow or not, but something moved along the back wall there.
You're talking about where?
Well, I don't know if it was him or not, but in that aisle, just along the back wall, looked like a shadow walking.
Okay.
So I just marked it on this one.
Yeah, good catch.
Oh.
I feel like we'll be dealing with like a little girl spirit, which seems incongruous with where we are in a warehouse. But then when she says the field, this might take on a little bit darker tone than what I expected. I'm gonna get down on your level. All right. I thought I saw a shadow over here, but it would be 2 rows over.
Well, we have double deep bays in this area, so
Oh, it could have been.
so that
I see
there
what you're
would
saying.
have
It could
been-
be here, because I saw it over these boxes. I got you. I see what you're saying. Liam, set like a micro, the Mr. D over here, and then we'll get out of range. I keep getting the impression of a child, like she's maybe like this, probably all of 3, 4 years old, but this is the weirdest place for it. But when she says the field, it makes me feel like she's fallen victim to a crime at some point. She gives me the sense that she visits here as she makes her way home. And so she knows how to get home and stuff. It's not like she's stuck. But it makes me wonder locally, like if a child's body had been found due to foul play.
Now, do you want to start asking questions at
We
this
probably
time, or do
will.
you just want to keep walking
I try to give
through?
her a chance to kind of settle in. I've had somebody been, it sounds like an adult male voice was like the heart. But I'm more curious about the girl.
Well, I just got something. Half my body's standing on end.
Did you hear that?
What?
It sounded like a skipping stone. Did you hear that?
What?
It sounded like a skipping stone.
Pebble?
Yeah.
Might have been my flashlight.
No,
No, was it like
they
he?
both reacted to something down that way. It wouldn't. I think I have that on camera. You both reacting to it.
Yeah, it's like it sounded like if somebody kicked a pebble. So I don't really see any debris much on the ground.
Yeah, we've actually been pretty good at keeping the floor clean.
Yeah, it's like impeccable, right? So if it were a pebble or something, it would have come from this direction. It's just I'm not seeing anything that. Yeah, if you guys want to start asking questions, I'm cool with that.
Well, you all know me. I brought a couple new people for you. We have Kevin and Liam. Kevin can actually talk and see you and hear you without using any devices, unlike myself. If you want to make yourself known to him, he's more than willing to see you and talk to you. And as usual, if you want to come up and tug on my shirt, Russell's still too scared, so you can tug on my shirt. You're more than welcome. Normally this area is one of the darkest areas.
Okay.
Like if there's no light, it's pitch black.
Yeah, it kind of feels like through here is a busy-ish place, and then back there in that spot. Now it's like somebody else is in here.
That's the thing. I can't really ask questions without giving anything away, right? So
Oh, for you?
yeah, that's why I do what we normally do. I introduced everyone.
Yeah.
You like it better that way, don't you?
Yeah, just blank.
Well, as I said, everything I've done, I've tried to take the power of suggestion out, because you watch a lot of these shows, they get told, oh, you'll get touched here, you'll hear this in this area.
definitely.
And 9 times out of 10, oh, I just got touched, or did you hear that?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's been when I go on investigations, try and take the power of suggestion out of it.
Out of it. I just heard, hey, hey, shh. Down at the end.
I'm feeling a male spirit who could be more misogynistic, chauvinistic, and probably if there's any female workers here, they would experience activity too. He seems to reside in this dark space.
The two guys with the cameras are in the very back.
Yeah, that's the way it goes, right?
Could have swore I saw just the top of a little blonde head. It was like there was a little blonde head on the top of a little, I'm guessing a girl's head. So when I add that together with the field, I start to think someone was met with a crime and was left in that field. She gave me the impression she had made it home, or she stopped by to see you guys back and forth from home. Like her pace was playful. She may have been met with a terrible end, but she doesn't feel like a spirit that's stuck necessarily. So I'd imagine some of your activity's been childlike.
Yes.
You can confirm that?
I can confirm some of the activity has been childlike, yes.
Okay, small child. I'm just gonna call her CC for now. Oh.
You hear that?
Yeah. Oh.
You hear that?
Yeah. There's nobody else in here?
Should not be. There was no cars out front, and we're the only two cars out back.
Okay, we're it.
Unless someone came into the office, but
Liam thinks it's somebody.
but you need fob access to get into the building at all entries.
Whatever room that is.
Well, for the record, what did you feel like you heard?
It sounded like somebody. Is it Dean? He's going off. Is it?
Go down.
There, you want to hold this one too?
Something
Yeah,
through there.
again. That one doesn't go off, and I'll put it near the beam, like you said.
I'm not. It's cement, right?
There's emergency light right there, but again, he's not.
Let me borrow your K2 for a second.
Is it gone?
It's on here.
Not a damn thing.
Oh, it's gone again.
Where is he with it?
Right here.
Yeah,
Seems like it's like
nothing up there.
You got your flashlight there, Sunshine? I think that's like a Wi-Fi,
Got it.
but I think it's deactivated because we have
I'm gonna
more,
give it a walkthrough just to see.
we have more slim ones now.
I hear you. Yeah, nothing the entire way.
Well, yeah, I think that's deactivated. So
Yeah, I just got a reaction all the way up to red. But then nothing. No, that's not that thing.
are you around Russell right now?
If it's a kid, I could see that child being interested in Russell.
Can you knock on something?
Red, it went all the way to red. All right.
Can you knock on something if you were saying hello to Russell? Can you stomp your feet like this?
Check, see, I got nothing. I think it's interested in Russell. But he and I were here together. I had nothing and he was getting all that at this point.
What's up, baby?
At like 4.
I'm gonna go turn that light off just so you get the full effect in here.
All right. So definitely some hits from Russell. Potentially if there's a child spirit, now nothing. A little bit more. Look at the difference in the two. I am definitely hearing something. Do you not
I'm
hear
walking up here now. Oh, what was that?
What was that?
Down there.
That was a good bang.
Yeah, it was.
Sound. That was outside of this area.
Yeah, I would say 2 deep at least.
To me, it sounded like a skid kind of slid off the rack. But they're pretty well on there. I thought I just heard a footstep over this way.
I could see if it's a child spirit being interested in Russell. I just feel like there's a dude in here too. I've heard laughter. I've heard the mention of a heart, and so it makes me feel like potential heart attack. Shh, shut up, Kevin. Do you hear that? My name's Kevin, and I'm here with Matt and Russell and Liam tonight. If you're either of the two spirits I feel like I've seen tonight, you can let yourself be known. You can talk to me directly. Or you can show us who you are or what you're about through these devices.
I just heard a thump.
A thump?
Back there?
It sounded like it came from the roof, but it sounded like it was on the outside, like someone dropped something on it.
Again. Can you just touch that and you can just get near it and it should go off. Can you just make that light up? Were you playing with Russell? Alright. I'm going to zero this out again. Okay. That ain't us. That ain't us. Can you do that again?
Thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful. If you can make that light up again, I'll drag my dad down here. You can talk to him. Or do you just want to play with Russell?
I'll stay here.
You want me to leave Russell alone?
Oh, that one was definitely behind me.
It doesn't even sound like the appropriate shoes.
It sounded like a stirrup, like in the old Western.
Yeah, sort of.
Chink.
Little chink.
That's the REM pod, right?
Yeah, they seem to be getting a lot of REM pod action.
We're getting the knocks and the bangs and footsteps and stuff. Seems to be, you're right, it seems to be with the child spirit. It seems to be going towards Russell more.
Do you feel like I feel a bit like this is a little girl? I don't know, you may not be able to determine that, but it makes me wonder if if there's been any bodies recovered or anything around this area.
All right, you want me to spoil that one for you? Do you want?
Or do you know something about it, or?
I know something. Yes. Back in the 70s, her decapitated body was found in the area. I think she was 4 to 6.
Okay.
I think I didn't read the article because I just kind of glanced at it.
Are you saying that happened in this area then?
It happened. Yep.
So we won't give the address of this location, but it was near here?
It was near here, yes.
Got it. So if her body was recovered in a field, that might have been what I
Yes, because
sensed. So they
in the 70s, I think this area was all fields.
Okay. All right.
I heard a girl's voice when I said, okay, you gave me a hug, can you let go? Instant, my waist was cold, my back was cold.
Got it.
When I asked to let go, it went fine, back to normal. I said, well, since you're giving out hugs, do you want me to bring up people to talk to you, maybe play?
Okay.
Okay.
You heard that. Good on you. You got some mediumship in there.
That was
yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
And that was actually in that area.
It's
So again, something that's happening that you knew nothing about is happening in that area.
Okay.
So have seen shadows, like silhouettes of people in this, like one time, the first time we came here, I came with 8 people. So I sent out 2 groups, one of 3, second one of 3, separate times, no equipment. Come back to tell us write down what they heard, felt in different areas. They came back. The other group went out. We discussed what they had. Then when the second group came back, there was a 70% match between the 2.
Okay.
That's why I didn't want to tell anyone anything.
Yeah, I got
so
you.
If they came back, they had experiences that matched each other and matched what I've been told has happened in the building.
Okay. We seem to have a child spirit attracted to teenage Russell. Because it seems an overwhelming amount of activity is centered on Russell.
K2 to go yellow.
Yeah, the light going on.
There.
I'd just like if it would do it again.
So Did you hear that?
That sounded like this was kicked.
You got all that filmed, Liam?
Yeah, the light going on. I'd like if it would do it again.
Did you hear that?
That sounded like this was kicked.
What is it, though?
It's a mop head handle, but this is plastic.
Oh, this should have been popping.
Oh no, this here is plastic, and it sounded like that was kicked because it sounded like a
I
plastic.
agree with you. It caused us to. Yeah, like these walls are pretty solid.
Yeah,
It would have to be that. Yeah, something similar.
Oh, too many people here for you now? Okay, well, I will leave you to talk to Russell. Russell, do you want to ask questions? Nice and loud questions, okay, honey? As soon as the parental figures leave.
For the record, I've zeroed this out 3 times. You make that light up one more time. If you make it light up, I'll go.
Ever since his EMF meter has went off, he's been getting a lot of activity around the REM pod. We've taken a baseline around that area and determined that there's no electrical interference that could explain what has went on.
So this building, before we officially moved into this building, 17 years ago now, both scared the crap out of me and got me wanting to know about the paranormal side of things. So I'm here by myself. No one else is here. I'm unloading a truck and I hear, Matt, come here. It sounded like my supervisor. So I walk off the trailer. Yeah, what do you... No one's there. I'm like, okay, maybe my head's playing tricks on me. New building, by myself. Happened to me 3-4 times. Same thing. Matt, come here. One time, the office lights turned off. They were on. They were off the one time I came out, and then the next time I came out, they were back on. And then we had nothing in the racks. And as I'm taking product to the other side of the building, it looked like someone was keeping pace with me out of the corner of my eye, because anytime I would see them, I'd look. No one's there, of course. So I'm scared. I'm like, I'm never coming back here again. Never by myself. The next night, we need some product that's supposed to go to a customer. We have to ship it to a customer. It's at the other building. Oh. All right, give me the keys to the van. I go get in the van, drive over from our other building, turn off the alarm, walk back because the lights they were on a timer and you had to turn them on at the far end of the building. So I walk back through the dark building and I just go, if you're gonna scare me, do it now, get it done and over with. Nothing. I turn the lights on, grab what I need to, drop it outside of the dock door, close the door, lock the door, go turn the alarm back on, leave the building. As I'm walking outside, I hear on the dock and bang to where I can see the dock door shake. I'm like, okay. I go to get it in the van. Click, 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 click. Click, click, click. I'm like, am I in a horror movie? Yeah, that's both what got me scared and interested in the paranormal, to go on investigations. And yeah, that was, like I said, 17 years ago. Now I'm doing this. Now it takes a lot to scare me. The more square one.
Hey, were you shooting down there?
A second ago, yeah.
It looked like something broke the,
The light from the dock.
yeah, so whatever light's down there.
So that light is a light source from.
From the right. I saw something break this light. You may not be able to tell in IR. And then a little bit further, it looked like a bigger silhouette moving from right to left.
So it went towards.
So the first one would have been like somebody was standing right in here and cast a shadow. And I saw it break that light. And then the next one's like, I could just tell that it crossed from right to left, like someone's coming from that way. You have every opportunity to make yourself known. You can speak through the box that has the words on it. You don't have to spell them, you can just say them.
Just saying new words. Breaker sun well.
Breaker sun well.
I'm assuming that's my shadow. Or not. I'm just moving the obvious, put it closer to.
Duck. You should have been right outside the range here.
Well, like I said, I just.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not reading me here as I'm moving.
No, but it went off when you backed out of there. Yeah, that wasn't you, dude. Isn't it cool when you let that box go off? It makes such a cool noise. Is that the REM pod down there going off again?
It's flickering, yeah.
Yeah.
So when it flickers like that, that's the that's where it's constantly registering heat. Instead of making that sound, it flickers.
I don't have my camera on me or anything. Did the camera fall? Or not the camera, the.
Maybe it did.
I have the camera there
No.
with my flashlight.
Is
but
that
the
how
bo-
you had it?
Yeah, pretty sure. That sounded like something fell on the. down here.
What happened?
Maybe. Like,
No, it sounded like it kind of fell through here and hit this.
What am I seeing?
Oh, the REM pod. No, it's going off now.
I can't tell if that's reflection.
Well, I know Russell just went over that way.
It's got to be a reflection, though. Check that. Something over there is reflecting.
I think your light might be better than mine reflecting.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's the plastic. It's the plastic. Yeah. It looked like two sets of eyes.
Yeah.
Like, haven't seen that one in a while. I wouldn't expect it in here. Yeah, it sounded. Where was that camera when you had it? You didn't happen to have it facing.
I had it facing this way,
Oh, okay, so it was
like
against
right into the
box.
box.
It totally sounded like something dropped from a couple.
Yeah, it sounded like.
Like if I had to detail the spirits here, like the girl's definitely a thing. When you give me that bit of backstory, I'd be curious to see if she is a C. I said she was like a CC in my brain. We'll have to figure that one out. And then I feel like there's a dude, a guy, potentially a worker. You have a chance to identify yourself through that box or through me. Thought I saw movement down there. Liam, you want to take this over? Or is that Matt?
It's me.
Where's Liam?
He's behind me.
Oh. Well, that's weird. I thought both of you were kind of right here. Who's Rick?
Who's Rick?
Yeah, I heard somebody say Rick.
There's never been a Rick that has worked in the time I have been here.
Okay.
So no one here has worked, as far as I know, has been named Rick. My late father's name was Rick.
Bald? Mustache?
What kind of mustache?
Like a walrusy looking Captain Kangaroo mustache?
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
my
serious?
dad.
I've heard that name and I've seen that man. I suppose he's with you. But yeah, if that's Rick, that's your dad.
I thought he just hung around my brother and my mom. After my dad passed, the truck that they drove, that he bought, needed too much work to keep on the road. So she went out and got another truck, but she felt bad because, you know, it was what my dad had and something that she could have remembered my dad with. She had a dream that they went to Turkshire Lumber. She was in the new truck, he was in the old truck. He said, "It's okay, babe, I'll take this one. You can take that one. It's okay." And he went one way, she went the other in the dream. And then she felt better about buying the truck.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he feels like he's been like hanging right there. And then I hear like someone announcing that their name is Rick.
Yeah, Dad, I'm too dumb to know you're there. You should know that by now.
Let's do this as kind of, because it's getting close to midnight. We could put that obelisk and stuff down there. I thought it'd be cool. We'll set up the obelisk and stuff there. And kind of park it all over again.
Hey, look at that again.
Really?
Now that it goes off.
Really?
You
what
let
I was holding it and it's dead. And I give it to him and then it started to go off.
Really?
you like Russell?
It also just said mad on the obvious.
Mad?
Yeah.
Are we keeping you up? Or making you late?
Why are you mad?
Is it getting late?
That's just what you did.
Okay, that wasn't us.
Yeah, we're well behind the line.
Hey, you playing with the boss.
You can take this time to show yourself to me.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I
No, it
heard
was
that.
out
I
here.
heard like 2 of those already.
That was out here. I was trying to figure out what it could have been because it came from the battery change area.
So we've established that that line is the range for the Mr. D. And we're well beyond it. Because spirit needs something to draw on sometimes too. It could be that there is an electric source there. It gives it enough to pump up the power of that spirit. And then people are getting contacted, connected with.
2 hours, 35 seconds. Looked like someone went between Kevin and Liam.
I just lost Phasm too at exactly the same time.
Oh, that's beautiful, huh? All right, hold on.
Well, it was fine. It was like,
Hold this. Trade me, because I have to. No, it's dead. I'm gonna swap it out to its regular IR. It needs a new battery in it too.
it wasn't that close though.
No, that's dead.
Yeah, I know, but it's gone.
Camera just die?
No, it's the Phasm light. So it was about, it was probably a good third, but it's never just conked like that.
So when, if you want to get that on camera, constantly going off for Russell.
It turns off for you.
So
Okay, just give it to me.
so you can turn to get different angles on
Oh, okay.
the
Then point it up.
There's Mr. D again.
Making sure we're still beyond there.
yeah. I'm
Hand me that light.
So we're getting a lot more activity again. This seems to be the hot spot.
I'm turning it like this and it gets more.
Definitely, so for the record, this is probably the hottest section of this warehouse. Not in temperature, but as far as activity. More REM pie.
yeah. I put a piece of cardboard on the floor that is on that side.
Did you? Is this your way of saying goodnight? You're gonna make it busy. Again, you can touch me, you can touch Matt, you can touch Liam.
Russell, would you want a handshake?
Russell's cool with a handshake. Thumbs up, Russell. Yep. Damn.
No, it went quiet. Are you done?
It's like everything just kind of pooped at one time.
And, oh,
Green light. You saying goodnight to us?
and that's going off, and that's going off.
You like our toys?
Aren't they fun?
Ooh, what was that? That was a good bang.
That was a good bang.
Well, the one thing is a lot of us, when we're going to go home, we'll see shadow play in the store. So between those blue doors, that's the store, the wholesale. When the lights are off, usually if the shadow comes across this way, none of my guys on nights will cross into the shadow to come into this area. None of them.
Freak them out.
Well, when you walk from the light into the shadow, it is a totally different sensation. And most people that work here are afraid of this area.
Now, that's kind of where I saw her for the first time fairly solid. Is down deep in there. I could step down there a ways. It's there's a little bit of a fun house effect here.
Oh, motherfuck.
I filled my pants up.
That happened to us.
What knocked on?
So that is like a compressor of something for next door.
Did he follow me? Yeah, okay.
That is something for next door that they have housed on our side.
Got it.
I know it's there. I know it does that, and
Every time. Do you think there's been a spot where we've gotten this, the Mr. D, and then the K2?
Not all at the same time. No, never. That's brand new to this.
well,
We never had all three of those.
welcome to my world. I work straight nights. At least the lights are on though.
Cool thing, is too that spirit doesn't really have a timetable.
Oh,
So
it happens.
even
It
though-
happens all the time.
Yeah, sometimes when we get tossed from a location, the spirit box is saying, you know, get lost, go home, whatever. It's usually based off of our time and not theirs. I believe that spirit has forever, and that's an absence of time.
Is there anyone here that wants to come and say hello? We're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, it feels quieter now.
Yeah, it just feels like they've... Yep, we're done.
It's been a busy night here. I've seen a child spirit, a little girl. I've seen a grown man. I've seen Matt's father we just met. So it was neat to be able to share that message to you. Let's call it. Thank you so much. Thank you to Matt, who's had us here at this undisclosed warehouse and shared this activity. Russell, our budding yet still seasoned paranormal investigator. Liam. We'll call it a night. Again, we had all of our own personal experiences. We had a lot of activity from 3 separate devices all at the same time. It's been a very busy night. Take care. Keep watching. Make sure you subscribe.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Stay here. You can stay here all you want, and I'll talk and play, and we'll chase each other around, but don't want you coming home with me.